From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Micah Halpern, sitting in for Teisha Bader, here with the JBS News Update for Monday, May 15th, 2017. Friday's cyber attack hit 200,000 computers in over 150 countries, and that number will grow. Cybersecurity experts say the spread of the virus, dubbed WannaCry ransomware, which locked up computers in car factories, hospitals, shops, and schools in countries around the world, has slowed, but that respite might be brief. The attack was unique in that the ransomware, where the hacker remotely kidnaps your computer and demands payment to free it, was used in combination with a worm functionality, so the infection spread automatically. According to the New York Times, the attack was carried out through hacking software leaked to the web by a group that calls itself shadow brokers. Last year, these hackers distributed hacking tools stolen from the United States National Security Agency, the NSA. Microsoft released a security update last March following the NSA theft, but the hackers took advantage of the fact that vulnerable institutions, especially hospitals, had never installed the software security updates on their systems. The malicious software that enabled the hack was distributed via email. It seems that all the computers that were hit had the same ransom message demanding $300 to unlock each computer. Israel was barely touched. Israel was one of the only countries hardly affected. They were expecting this particular type of hack, and they were insulated from it. Denmark's Jewish community has filed a complaint over an imam accused of calling for the murder of Jews in a case sparking political outrage. Imam Mundir Abdallah preaches in the working-class Copenhagen suburb of Nørrebro at the Masjid al-Farouk Mosque, which media have previously linked to radical Islam. He stands accused of calling for Muslims to rise up against Jews. Abdullah's address in the footage on YouTube begins by saying, "Judgment Day will not come until the Muslims fight the Jews and kill them." More than 10% of Central and Eastern Europeans do not accept Jews as citizens of their countries, according to a new study. The new study released last week by the Pew Center surveyed the residents of 18 countries and found that 80% of the respondents would accept Jews as fellow citizens. The remainder was not sure or declined to answer. Less than half would accept Jews as family, and fewer than three-quarters wanted them as neighbors. The study interviewed 1,500 to 2,500 residents in each country from June 2015 to July 2016. In some countries, the number of respondents who did not accept Jews as citizens was far higher than the median, notably Armenia, where a third of the respondents said Jews should not be citizens. Several countries with large populations of Jews before the Holocaust also topped the average. Lithuania at 23%, Romania at 22%, Czech Republic at 19%, and Poland at 18%. The study found that respondents with more education were more likely to accept Jews as family, neighbors, and citizens. Eurovision is an international song competition. Different countries send one representative each, all vying for the title of Eurovision winner. Finals were held in Kiev, Ukraine. The winner this year was Portugal. Nearly 300 million people watched the event. Israel made it to the finals. Of the 26 finalists, in the end, Israel came out 23rd. Imre Ziv, a 25-year-old performer from Hod HaSharon, represented Israel, singing a song in English called "I Feel Alive." Over the years, Israel has won the Eurovision 3 times. They won with performers singing songs entitled Hallelujah, Abani Bi, and Diva. Once upon a time, the music was the centerpiece of the competition. Now it's about performance, glitz, video, and tech. And now a look at tonight's programming on JBS. At 7 o'clock, it's The Wisdom of Dr. Ruth Westheimer. And starting at 7:30, it's JBS's exclusive coverage of this year's Jerusalem Post Conference, beginning with the remarks from Yuval Steinitz, Israel's Minister of Infrastructure, Energy, and Water, and Ron Lauder, President of the World Jewish Congress, and continuing at 8 with Isaac Herzog, Opposition Leader, Zionist Party. Naftali Bennett, Minister of Education and Diaspora Affairs, Jewish Home Party. Ayelet Shaked, Justice Minister, and UN Ambassador Danny Danon. At 9, Mark Golub speaks with Mordechai Kedar on L'chaim. And at 10, It's Judy Gold at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up right after this broadcast, it's In the News with Mark Golub. I'm Micah Halpern, and this is today's news update from JBS.